Hello, and welcome back to Against the Storm. Continuing our cycle here, and I think the next one we're going to do is this Barren Lands modifier, no soil. And because of that, I think we will take the marshlands, because that's geared more towards harvesting nodes. So it should help offset the lack of fertile soil. So let's go ahead and pick that. I think beavers are great to have. Don't really need to focus on humans this time around because there's no fertile soil. I don't need to take the small farm because there's no fertile soil. So, herbalist camp potentially could be good. Let me take a look at what they got. So, mushrooms are probably the only thing that the herbalist camp will benefit me, but I still think it's probably worth getting. So, let's go ahead and do that just in case. You never know, we might get fungal guide, we might get something else. So let's go ahead and start with that, and then I think we'll do bricks, because we will definitely have plenty of planks. I'm not too worried about that. Trees give lumber, mushrooms, and leather. I wonder if this mushroom counts towards fungal guide. I don't know. I suppose maybe we'll find out. All right, let's go ahead and embark. All right, let's take a look at our forest mysteries. +3 to mushroom production. Gain additional mushrooms every mushroom yield. Okay, that's only active during the drizzle, but not bad. Gathering speed is increased by 10%, and enormous glades with very large gathering things. That's fine. Gathering nodes. Okay, so let's see. Maximum power sacrifice stack. So we can only sacrifice one stack. Fine. Lose water. I barely use water. I need to get better about doing that, but for the time being, I don't use a lot. And then resolve drops quicker. And then recipes producing building materials do less. Okay, so none of these are avoidable, like housing or services. Nothing stops it. It's just going to happen at those hostility levels. But none of them are like catastrophic. So we should be okay. Let's go ahead and haven't seen one of these layouts in a little while where the hearth is this close to the production area. That's all right. We will make do with what we got. Skip over that. We can go back and do that later. And then let's get a little road ski behind here. Let's put up a trading post. We can't sneak it in there. I guess we'll put it over here for now. Doesn't really matter too much because it is movable now, which is fantastic. Okay. Crude workstation. Probably end up needing that, if anything, temporarily. I suppose let's see what buildings we get, just so we could get a better idea what we got. I will take the cookhouse, hoping that we end up getting something better later on. I will take the trapper's camp, because I think, yeah, meat. Well, there's potentially grain on the map, too. It's a 1-to-1. I think trapper's camp's probably the way to go. And then supplier will give me flour and planks. I don't actually have a way to make planks yet that's like better than the default. So I'm tempted to take this, although for trading purposes, this is going to be much better. Although I can't make herbs, I have to remember that. So it had to be something else in the plank recipe. Or I'm sorry, in the packs of provisions recipe. So I'm going to go with this supplier. We always get something else later on. Let's plop down the supplier over here. And then let's get some housing up and running. Nothing fancy, just a little something to keep the mood going. Do a little rotation there. And then, of course, we need the ability to chop. So let's go ahead and, we probably also need to get these eggs. Let's put that down. Mushrooms are herbalist camp. Probably put that down as well. And then I think the last thing we have to do is the woodcutters camps. So let's take a quick gander around at what we're facing off against here. Okay, we got just a couple tiny glades, mostly big glades. So I think we'll start up here just to free up some space for the production. Definitely want to chop that out. And then we could tap into some of these bigger glades, I would think, pretty quick. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I forgot to increase the priority of the woodcutters camps. Those are the most important thing to build. And then we'll drop a bunch of people in them. And only one poor soul will be left running around the town building everything up. Feels bad for that man. That's alright. Let's see what we got here. Flame amulets could help lower hostility. 3 levels of standing with other settlements and trade routes. So this could be good once we get to trading, but trading's going to be a little tricky this time around. I think I'm going to go with flame amulets, and then maybe next one I'll re-roll if there's nothing great, and try to land us a fungal guide or a meat specialization. Is this feasible? Well, this is doable, but I don't think we have any way to make herbs. We can't grow them. I don't think they're on the map. So this is probably pretty useless unless I'm missing something, which is always a possibility. But I think I'm going to go with this. I think I'd rather have the plus production anyway. All right, and this gives me more stuff. And then trading, it's always going to be a possibility, but I think I'm going to go this route. Definitely taking not the more people route, but the more supply route. I feel like by the time we get to the end, we're usually overflowing with people, or at least pretty close. So hopefully that won't hurt us too much. All right, here's our boy building up them roads. About to hit a clearance. I should probably, instead of him focusing on the roads, I should probably focus on the housing. Let's just increase the priority of that. Okay, we did pop into a little glade. Let's see what's going on there. Got some meat that is harvestable. All right, get some houses up. That should help the mood a little bit. Keep that resolve high. Ideally, we'd get everyone housed, and then preferably before the storm, but if not, it's not a huge deal. All right, let's go ahead and move this woodcutter's camp over here. Okay, we are in the glade. Little stone deposit. Definitely have to get this up and running. Probably be really helpful once we get... we can go ahead and turn this in. We were over 1 there, so should be fine. Tavern is always good. I feel like that's fine to get because we're going to need it anyway. I'm not super excited about the situation we're in with only potentially planks here and nothing else. We do have some planks available. We probably should build this. We keep the mood up, so I don't see there's a we take advantage of the fact that we can keep chopping. We are doing something that gives us plus copper as well. All right, so this supplier will hopefully give us... I'm hesitant to use the mushrooms for this, but I think if we do, I don't know, like 30, just kind of limit it a little bit, should be okay. Let's see who we can get. Looks like foxes and lizards are what we got, but I will take, for now, I'll take beavers. Then go ahead and start on that. And then I think we want to chop into this big glade. Maybe not ideal, but we'll try. I do like the idea of being able to pick whatever blue pin I want, but it's super early on, so I don't want to pick something that we could potentially get anyway. I like the idea of selling stuff and reducing our hostility, because keeping the hostility down could be good. I will take that. Keeping hostility down is going to make a big difference, I think, in this particular map, because everything's kind of hostility driven. All right, what do we got here? We can use some of this to get this, or we could do this. We don't have any of these materials. That's a shame. I could really use this. Did we ever get the trading post up? We're building it right now. Okay, so we could potentially trade to get that stuff. Maybe. Let's see what we got. Okay, incense, scrolls. Don't unpause. Oil, resin. Oil. Is it even feasible that we get 20 oil? 20 oil is not that expensive. We can get that. I don't think we're going to get any amber. It's way too early on for that. But we can start with that. Now we actually have a feasible chance. This is going to temporarily increase hostility, which is fine because right now it's not that big of a deal. All right, let's look at our next orders. I'll do the trade routes because I think that's probably more likely to happen. Lizard house is not going to happen. There's no way. Not in 5 minutes. I barely have any supplies. I would love to do this. I don't know if I'll be offered a workshop, but I want one anyway. Maybe wishful thinking will get me there. I don't know. All right, we're gonna move over here. Start chopping this stuff out. Keep making more room. We have food right now, but we are gonna be chipping away at that. At some point, we need to start harvesting. Kind of waiting for a season to go by where we didn't have some like major issues with production. All right, chop away. As of right now, I need more people. Need more people. Need some better buffs. Hopefully, it'll be okay. This'll complete before the storm, so we'll be okay there. This hostility will come back down. It's probably not going to come down low enough. I'm probably going to need it to come lower. Hey, there goes the danger glade event. Oh, that actually lowered hostility. I thought, for some reason, I thought that was going to be something else. All right, let's go ahead and get the parks down. Not that we're actually doing anything with them at the moment, but we can at least put them down, build them out later on. Right, let's trim out that area so I can build this park. All right, plenty of meat on the map, so I am glad I took the trapper. These are large. Now all I need is the meat specialization or fungal guide. I'll be happy with either. We're still going up in mushrooms. I don't know where they're coming from. I can't think of where I'd be getting the mushrooms from. If anything, I'm spending mushrooms making flour. I don't really know where that's coming from. Don't need planks from here, but I do need fabric. And I do need bricks. So let's limit this to 20. Go ahead and pop people in here. Our hostility's really low because of all these reductions. It's actually kind of nice. Let's go ahead and build another one of these. I don't think we need it yet because we don't have the population to support the next step up, but we might here very soon. Okay, not worried about porridge production. Okay, so this is the first one I don't mind re-rolling. None of these are great. This could be good, just because we're probably going to make ale because of the tavern. Just take another chance here. Unfortunately, I used all my re-rolls. I'll take that because it's guaranteed cash every time a trader shows up. Still not the best thing, but it's alright. Alright, we do have some foxes and some lizards now. So we can go ahead and put some of them in. Start doing some gathering. Foxes are probably better at this. No, I guess it really doesn't matter. Go ahead and swap them around. Just put some lizards in there for the time being. And then I think we just move these guys closer to here. We are at the very beginning of this drizzle. So let's go ahead and tap into this glade while we can. And then I think you keep trimming up while we do whatever the glade event is. I am very worried about the glade event. Okay, we should have enough people here now. Not enough housing, so let's work on that next. All right, beaver housing is the easiest, but I think we need to worry more about other housing. Fox housing, I don't have any crystal. I don't even know how to get that at this point. So they'll have to live in these kind of ramshackle houses over here for the time being. We'll focus on building out this. All right, more meat. Plenty of meat on the menu. Was definitely the right call to get the trapper camp. Some big stone deposits. I think we should definitely set up a stonecutter's camp. There was some stone over here too. Let's get that first because it's smaller nodes. And then what is going on here? The withered tree. Okay. Spawns blight root cysts. Okay. We don't have any of this. So we are going to have to do this. Good thing is it gives us crystallized dew. Kind of need to take somebody out of one of these temporarily. Let's take you out and put you in here. I'd rather have you working on this. We are going to have to get a, a blight post up and running. Not that it's ideal, but it's something that we need. I don't think there's anybody available to build anything right now. I'm going to pull you out just so we got somebody building. We need the housing, preferably before the next storm. These guys can keep focusing on chopping down these trees. All right, we got some happiness, some moods up. All right, what do we got here? Roots. Get incense for roots. Ale production's nice. That's the free 10 that we get every time a trader comes. I'll probably, to be honest, I'll probably just take this. And then if we could sell anything, maybe some flour, because we're going to make that all back. I don't have a ton of roots, but I could sell some of them. The main reason for selling isn't actually, it's not really to get the amber. It's so that we can do this and turn this in, which gives us some amber, gives us some more people. More people means more building. We get another building selection. Okay, we do need ale, although I really like the idea of making fabric or bricks, like 2-star, 3-star recipes. I will probably regret not taking the ale, though, because I have no way to make it. I at least can make this stuff. It just, the recipe sucks. I really, like, do not want the... I don't like the idea of not being able to make ale, especially when we have a tavern as one of our buildings here for the settlement. All right, blight rot cysts have appeared, which means we are going to have to burn those down. That's what this is for. We're just not quite there yet. And now I want to move over here because I want to tap into this area. Why don't you come down here? Okay, we did complete another glade event. Let's go ahead and do that. If anything, the wildfire essence is useful to sell. All right, we will fulfill leisure, so there's no reason not to do that. What other order do we have here? That's not going to happen. It'd be nice, but it's not going to happen. Harmony decorations are easy enough to build. Our brick recipe sucks, but I think I'm going to go with this. It's easy to achieve, and we get the bonus to the packs if we ever do trading. It would make trading easier, and we do have some very large stone deposits, so I'm not overly worried about the recipe kind of sucking for what you call it. All right, let's limit this to 20 for the purging fire. Get that blight rot up. Got another building we could choose from. All right, well, we wouldn't have been punished because we would have had ale here, but that's okay. Now I kind of want to re-roll, to be honest, because none of these recipes are super appealing to me. The pickled goods and the jerky, that's just 1 star. It's not great. All right, I will take this, because this gives me a couple options. I don't think the brickyard's particularly great, but it gives me options. I can make the stuff for the fox houses, which is pretty important. And they're already in really good mood. I'm kind of surprised at that. All right, well, this isn't going to happen, so let's not worry about that. I know we don't need him in there yet. I guess let's get the brickyard done first. All right. It's probably not any reason to take anybody out of these buildings because we seem to be surviving it just fine. These mushrooms, I'm kind of feeling like getting more people rather than getting cash. So I guess I could pop some people in here, especially if we're going to be churning around the clock with the lumber. Okay, we are through the storm. Let's go ahead and chop this open real quick. Crowded houses is nice. It just gives +1. But I really like the idea of getting free barrels. It's probably better. Because I could build more houses. I'm not too worried about that. All right, let's go ahead and take the blend. Go ahead and get some people placed in here. Start getting the fungus while we are in the +3 production phase. All right, we could get +2 mushrooms by tearing it down, or we could burn it and get reputation and amber. I would rather get the +2 mushrooms, actually, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. The foxes get a bonus for the glade event. They operate them quicker. So I'm kind of feeling like yanking these boys out and putting them down here. Let them investigate that, get that done with. There is a haunted brewery. So that is kind of potentially nice. So I don't know. We don't have enough oil, but maybe we could figure it out. I'm positive we can figure it out. We just don't know it right now. Okay, so there is like meat galore everywhere. So I think we will go. I don't think there's anything else we need to clear out around here. So let's just go here. And then we definitely need to get a warehouse built because we cannot be hauling this stuff back every time. That is insane. Okay, that should be good. Let's go ahead and start on that. We do have some housing being built, so hopefully we won't have too many homeless people for too much longer. I do need to get some beaver housing up and running. I do not have any beaver housing. So let's go ahead and get that production going. I don't know why these blight rot cysts are appearing. Maybe it's part of this. Generates blight rot faster. This one's already gone. The good thing is we have these guys with purging fire. So they should be running around burning these cysts off of everything. So I think ultimately we'll be all right. All right, getting that workshop would be really nice. Let's go ahead and put some people in here. I think bricks are probably what my priority is right now. I don't need to worry about crystallized dew at the moment. Although it'd probably be really useful to get somebody in here to actually get stone. All right, so Hilda has arrived. That does give us a little extra cash. So we got 32 cash. We definitely can sell some stuff. All right, well, this is just plus production across the board. So maybe we just buy... I want this coats too, so let's try to get to at least 12 if we can. Maybe we'll go more. I could sell 6 of these and still be fine. All right, let us keep going here. I mean, at least we're not being too penalized for having crap recipes. I think at this point all we have is fabric. All right, so what else do we got on the list? Got some new orders coming in here. Oh, they're just packs of stuff. Well, I suppose we at least have a way to make all of these. I don't think we have this. Maybe we'll just wait on that one for a hot minute. Are we done with this yet? Yeah, I think we are. So we have actually a lot of plus fungal stuff. So these should be pretty lucrative when we're harvesting them. And even more in the drizzle period. All right, I think we kind of got to move these guys over here. Start trimming out all this stuff. I'm shocked at how low we're keeping the hostility with everything else we have going on. I mean, I know we got the plus 50 or the minus 50 here, and then we're lowering hostility from this stuff too, but all right, what's going on here? I don't want to burn that. Just burning the wood should be fine. Okay, mushrooms are like spiraling, which is awesome to see. Okay, I think, well, we are burning blight rot cysts, although anything that makes wood cutting better is always a good idea, in my opinion. All right, let's go ahead and focus on that. Get some more people in. Definitely have to get more housing up. The other thing I have to do is get a tavern up somewhere. So let's go ahead and pop it down over here. Keep hitting the wrong key. Let's put that down. Okay, we popped into a glade over here. We got a large destroyed caravan. We got the guild house we can rebuild. There is coal there, so we should probably at least chop this out and entertain the idea of building a mine. Large swamp wheat field. Not that that would have benefited us. I don't want to spend the amber and the packs to do 0.75 reputation. That's just not significant enough for me. So I think the better choice here is to loot it and get all that stuff. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Temporarily makes people upset, but we're early enough in the season that it's not going to be problematic. So I think we'll be just fine. All right, we need to start working on the brewing stuff. We can leave those things selected, but I don't see them happening. All right, there are roots that come out of the stone, apparently. So at least have a way to get that. All right, let's put that down. This is a nice potential mine location. That's 4. All right, let's go ahead and put that down. We could probably connect that over to here, and that would be just fine for running that stuff. All right, leisure should be being fulfilled once it comes over here. Yep, it's starting to be fulfilled there. Harmony, we definitely can do. That's this stuff. So let's just slap down a bunch of this. We can always change it later on. All right, we need to get another fox house in here. We could, I think, squeak one in over here as well. Okay, we would have got 10 more amber from this. The temple is potentially useful. Production increase is also really good. Is there anything worth selling? I could sell coal. I'm going to be getting a lot more from that mine. We are running a little low on some other supplies. Go ahead and part of where our wood's going is to this. All right, let's do this and try to eke out just a little bit more here. Sell some bricks. We got ways to make that. All right, so the question becomes, with this money, do I get this or this? I think I get this. And let's see if we could just go for broke and get 8 more and also buy that. Probably a bad idea to go this heavy on it, but we got bricks. This way, if I never get a better pack recipe, at least I'm still getting like +2, and that's not the worst thing in the world. All right, all I need is a workshop to complete that one, and then harmony is being produced right now. Leisure should be happening from this, so we should have 2 of those completing soon. That should bump us to get these next 2 buildings. It'll lower the impatience. Should be doing okay then. But we are going into the storm, which is always a bigger risk. All right, let's go ahead and move this guy, I guess, over here. Well, yeah. I gotta build another warehouse over here. There's just nothing close enough to justify it. I'm surprised that we're only getting that much meat out of this. All right, so the harmony's done. I can go ahead and turn that in. That'll get us some extra pack stuff. I think I will go... Do we have a way to make trade goods? We don't currently. These are both luxury goods. I can't afford to re-roll right now. I would re-roll this, because nothing offers me anything great except for a little bit of fabric here. Alright, I think I'm going to have to wait to re-roll. Alright, we are at Hostility 2, and we are at 0 here, but I'm not actually too pressed about that, because we actually have a good... it's going to take a long time for that to tick down, and I think we have a good chance of coming back pretty quickly after the storm. I'm hoping to get some more recipes up and running. We're almost done with this leisure fulfilled. None of these give me a penalty about turning stuff in during the storm, right? No. Yeah, it's working as intended. That is perfect. Alright, as of right now, we just need to get some wood into storage. We have no wood, which is terrible. But we do have coal, and I kind of feel like... I mean, this will give us more coal. And this is just mine carts that automatically transport to storage. I kind of like that idea. It's a little less coal, but it will automate the running back and forth to storage. So I'm here for that. All right, herbalist, nothing nearby. Let's get this last bit of mushrooms. Holy mushrooms, Batman. Between this, and this, that is a lot of shrooms. And that leaves us in a pretty good spot with food, even if things are kind of going a little bit south. I mean, we don't really sacrifice resources anyway. I'll do that. Just lower hostility. The things are generating blight anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. I think we'll sit this season out and just trim up these trees. So I need to build some foodstuffs. We can get more housing. I don't know how beneficial it'll be for us. Actually, it'd probably be terrible for us, but it's alright. We'll make it work. Alright, let's get some more beaver housing. More lizard housing. Alright, and fox housing is something that needs to happen as well. I guess you can move over here so I can build some housing. Oh, I can't build it there. And I don't want to build it there because it, yeah. Not great. Okay, we're going to move you over here. And then we're going to build a fox house right here. And maybe another one there. But I'll leave room for a mine just in case. Okay, people are in the positive again. I do want to chop out, get some food going. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a cellar. I think, let me rotate it. As soon as that's chopped out, I will put it right here. Should be really soon, I would imagine. Thank you. All right, we are still in the positive there. The next trader should give me a reroll. Oh, don't do that. Go ahead and burn the coal. That's fine. How can we be running out of wood? Kind of insane to me. I don't think we need to do... I think sticking with mushrooms is fine. Of this stuff, I guess we'll do a little bit of everything. We're not really going to have herbs, so I can't really do anything there. But we'll try to get 50 of those going anyway. We'll We'll see what happens. I do, unfortunately, I feel like I'm going to have to... I don't think we have any good way to make packs of provisions, right? Just the normal pack. So that could potentially come from meat. We have a lot of that, although it's not... I mean, there's a lot on the map, but we're not harvesting it very quickly because we don't have any bonuses to it. So I'm going to need to figure that one out if I can. But in the meantime, I do need to get something up and running that'll do that for me. Where is that at? It is this garbage building that I hate. Guess we'll just slap it down there for now. All right, we don't have any money yet, so I can't re-roll at the moment. All right, we'll put some foxes in here, and I think we'll focus on insects and meat for this. Let's get 20 packs of building materials. I'm gonna need them, but I hate to. I just don't have the planks for it. Let's do bricks, and let's limit that to 20 as well. And then packs of crops are actually going to be pretty easy because of all the fungus. So we'll put that at 20. Next trader will be here really soon. All right, how are we doing here? Is our coal capacities going up? Or say the amount of coal we have in stock is going up. Right, you're going to have to come over here. We're going to tap into these glades pretty much next. All right, so Hilda gives us room to re-roll. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, packs of building materials is okay. This does let us harvest that grain. So I was kind of feeling that. This stuff is pretty garbage. I think I'll wait on re-rolling that. Let's get a forager camp. Do we already have a forager camp? I think we do. But these large... these are small ones, but we have large swamp wheat fields over here. So it would kind of be nice to get those harvested up. Alright, and we do not have a forager camp, so that would be fine to get going. Let's talk to Sahilda, see what we got. Whoa, leather, where did you come from? Not exactly sure. Lots of mushrooms. Alright, well, we should be able to buy... and here we go, could have bought that blueprint. Alright, I'd like to get this because we don't have good fabric production. So it's probably just a good idea to get a lot of cash. We're not producing vegetables, so this doesn't really help us. This could help us for longer burning fuel, but we're not really doing much with that. The pack production could be useful. Let's go ahead and sell. We have a lot of stone, so I'm not too pressed on that. Mushrooms, I don't see any more on the map yet, but they're coming from somewhere. Okay, we got that. We got that. Can we get 10 more? My thinking is then we could re-roll that other thing. I don't think we need luxury goods for anything. No, if anything, it's packs of trade goods. You know, I think I will do this just because I can't guarantee this. And I can definitely do these. And then let's pick our last two. So if I upgrade 2 hearths to level 3 and get even more mushrooms, that's a doable thing. And then this could give me... I have 17 lizards already, so this isn't too much of a stretch. And it would give me +1 meat production. I'd love to get coats, but I'm not actually making coats anywhere right now. So this could be good from a resolve perspective, but meat would yield us more. Yeah, I'm gonna YOLO it. We're gonna try to do this. I could probably buy the oil. I'm not too worried about that. All right, so let's go back here, see what we can do with this now. Now that we know we can sell all of these. Did those mushrooms go up even more? I must be imagining things. Okay, so we can re-roll. Still nothing great. Well, packs of provisions isn't bad. Having a 2-star recipe for that certainly isn't a downfall. All right, let's go ahead and get that built, and maybe we can make some packs of provisions there. We'll definitely take that out of the mix here. Got another building. Here's the coats that we were waiting for. Still, unfortunately, do not have the workshop, but a smithy can at least make coats. So let's go ahead and build that over here. Wait, is that the front or the back of the building? I can't even tell. Does it matter? I don't know. Either way. All right, Smithy can go here. We could pop somebody in here, start making these packs of provisions. Limit that to 20. Maybe we could do some trading. I'll sell that stuff. Not the best thing to sell, but we do actually have like +4 fabric production now. So even though we're making it in this crappy little spot, it's actually producing a fair amount of fabric. All right, herbalist camp's got nothing nearby. Is there anything even on the map? Not that I could see right now. We're gonna go ahead and take those lizard boys out of there. Still only at like 2 hostility. These negative hostility buffs have really made a pretty significant difference for us this time around. Let's go ahead and pop into this glade, and why not this glade as well? We are definitely wood poor. I'm tempted to even like just buy another, or make another wood chopper. One additional active trade route. Traders come quicker. Yeah, that seems reasonable for a situation. We want to do trades now because we want to do the standing levels. People should be really kind of rapidly moving towards the positive here at this point. We aren't really doing tools, but coats are very reasonable. That should bump people's moods a decent amount. I'm kind of holding on getting more people right now. We're fine as far as food goes. Where are the mushrooms coming from? That's what I'm not understanding. Is this giving us mushrooms? Gain mushrooms every yield. Okay, so I thought that applied just to mushrooms, but we're gaining mushrooms from gathering other stuff on the map. That makes a little more sense. Okay, so here we are. We could do bricks to tear it down. That'll give us pottery every time we pop into a glade. And this gives us all sorts of stuff. I think this is worth tearing down. We do have some more mushrooms here we could gather. And here. So not a complete waste for sure. I am down to sell everything that's not tied down. Kind of wish I didn't, because I need those packs of provisions back, but soon enough. And they're in the positive, so the meter is still moving. We're okay for now. Not super in the positive. We definitely need clothing, education. Pickled goods would be nice to get. All right, I think I'm gonna wait until I get more packs. Okay, let's turn this in first, and now I'll worry about doing more trading. Yeah, I just don't have a lot of supplies. I will absolutely sell all that stuff. Anything to bump the standing level. The other thing I have to do, I have to get another hearth up and running. Let's try to get a small hearth down somewhere. Got to be far enough away to where it's not touching. Guess we can put it down over here. There we go. We got some standing level. Sell some coats. All right, what are we missing here? Jerky. Pickled goods would make everybody happy if I can get pickled goods. Kind of hate to sell some of that stuff. How are we on housing? Is everybody... I don't have any unaffected? Nope. Okay. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and turn this in, get some amber. And we would have got some amber just by her entering the map. Okay, I think this would just give +1 resolve across the board because every villager has a home. Might as well get plus ale production. Even more trade routes is good, but fabric, having a good fabric production is pretty great. We already have at least a 2-star plank, so I'm not too pressed on that. Apparently we have a 2-star trade goods, so I guess a weaver would be useful. And if we could pull it off, we might as well get this trade logs. We have a lot of supplies. We absolutely... Jeez. Alright, let's just do this. Well, I don't just want to sell raw materials. I think it's probably better spent doing something like this. I don't want to use the packs. The provisions are too valuable. Let's just sell some of the bricks. Alright, we can afford that. I could buy this. I just don't need it. Like, 2-star planks are fine. And I'd rather not have just one more thing I have to worry about. Staffing. I will build the temple, but I'm gonna have to build it up here once this is cleared out. That's the other thing too. We're gonna have to kind of clear this space out so we can build houses and stuff. All right, what can I sell? I kind of don't want to get more people. I don't have a need for it. Well, I don't have a huge need for it anyway. All right, this is one of the last buildings. Hey, workshop, look at that. Okay, so we got a weaver and a workshop. All right, so now maybe I will get those people. Gain. No, that's not really worth it. I'm not doing any of these things. I'll double the yields. All right, we're gonna keep moving on here. All right, the good thing is that was the last person I needed in here, right? Because we don't need that fabric production anymore. So we can go ahead and pop some people in here, work on the fabric over here instead. Don't need to worry about that stuff. Let's go ahead and set that to 50. And then the other thing is I can put people here and we can work on everything. And we'll limit those all to 50. I don't think we need pipes, but we got them in case we need them. Let's go ahead and turn this in. That's plus plank production and barrel production. Unfortunately, that barrel production does not apply to the free barrels we get from making all the planks. That's all right. And then here is our pickled goods that we need to get mood up. So let's go ahead and put that down. I guess we could squeeze that in over here as well. And then we do need more housing anyway, right? So we might as well get the housing market up and running over here. Now we're chopping away everything. Anything that resembles a tree, a mushroom. All right, I guess we'll slap this down over here. You're kind of in the way as well. We need to be able to get housing up and running. All right, beaver housing is done. Fox housing, let's at least get 2 up here. Lizard housing, definitely want to get that down. Can't squeeze in any more yet, but we could trim this out for sure. Focus on that for now. And then I think we need to build some more stuff. We could move some of these buildings up here. There's no reason for them to stay down here. Just so I don't have to rebuild those. I will have to do gardens in parks because it's got to get to level 3. Those were parks, right, that I built? Pretty sure. All right, stonecutter camp, you can move. You need to come over here. Not ideal placement, but it'll do. All right, we need to put somebody in here, start producing packs of crops. Absolutely, that can come out of here instead. You can be our mushroom boys. Limit that to 50. You can come out of mushrooms. And we have barrels, so there's no reason to use this. And that can be 50 as well. Don't need the fabric production because we are already doing that plenty over here. And then you guys, you can actually go, there's mushrooms like everywhere now. So let's go here just because we might need to free up space for housing. But honestly, I think the mood's going to be so good that we're gonna be plowing through this pretty quick, I would imagine. All right, let's see what's left to sell. Okay, so the ancient has arrived. I could do this. Holy cow, look at all the amber I have from the trades. Let's lower hostility, why not? I don't really need any of this stuff. Could sell all this now. All right, let's see if we can get this to district level 2. Well, ultimately level 3. I think that requires one of these buildings too, though. So I can build the temple over here that I didn't build over there. Temple of the meat shrines. Look at all the corpses here to harvest. All right, nobody's leaping forward anymore. Nobody's unaffected by housing, which is great. I am going to delete these garbage houses just to force people to move into the other houses. All right, so we are 8 years in the middle of the storm, and our hostility is still limited to hostility 2. That is incredible. So yeah, look at all the other positive modifiers there. So at this point, we're just gonna wait to push through to the end. But yeah, none of the stuff is really any value to us right now. And there we go. So that was a pretty straightforward round there. We're gonna have to reset our cycle now because we've completed. We were the best. Is that us? Is that that's no? We're here. We are not the best, but we will get some extra resources, so that's nice. End the cycle and prepare for next time. So all those like negative hostility bonuses actually made much more of a significant difference than I thought they would. The fact that we were 8 seasons in and we were still -2 hostility in the middle of the storm really helped our resolve build up quicker without much of a problem. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next one.